man. I mean, how silly is that? And we're talking about practice.
Best believe that I'm top 3. The only thing is I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Put me anywhere other than one that is not me. It's beef, we strut a nigga block, that's chopped cheese. No peace, the butterfly sting him, that's Ali.
It's easy to sum it up when you just talk about practice. We sitting here, I'm supposed to be the franchise player, and we're in here talking about practice. I mean, listen, we're talking about practice. Not a game. We talking about practice. Not a game. Not the game that I go out there and die for and play every game like it's my last. Not the game. We're talking about practice, man. I mean, how silly is that? And we're talking about practice.
Best believe that I'm.
It's easy to sum. You just talk about practice. We sitting here, I'm supposed to be the franchise player, and we're in here talking about practice. I mean, listen, we're talking about practice. Not a game. We're talking about practice. Not a game. Not the game that I go out there and die for and play every game like it's my last. Not the game. We're talking about practice, man. I mean, how silly is that? And we're talking about practice.
Best believe that I'm top 3. The only thing is I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Put me anywhere other than one that is not me. It's beef, we strut a nigga block, that's chopped cheese. No peace, the butterfly sting him, that's Ali. You reach, I teach you with the handle, that's Kyrie. Machines you hook like a Roman, that's IV. You a sheep, I'ma go, it's a difference, so watch me. You weak, all hooks, no punches, so block these. They mock me, I just show them how it goes. Try to stomach this thug life. They brain got the nose, bandana on the grip. All heads coming out the foe. Connected from Cali to New York, niggas, so let it go. Made for this. Nigga, I eat bars and drink flows, thinking you woke into your third eye peephole. Line for line, this shit too easy. It's like a free throw. Mastered the game too early. This bitch a cheat code. It ain't a game. These niggas lame. State bring a shame. If I'm with an officer, it's a number in his name. We ain't the same. You want the easy pass? Tell him change his lane. Shit, I've been through the fire. You can't stand the rain. Take an aim. Tell him running, he can try his best. Drive a car named after me, that's why I'm in the vet. Laughing these niggas once again, and I ain't break a sweat. Number 1 at everything I do, that's why I'm one west. The Lord is not the God of the dead, so when I die, coming back for my spot, so forever I'm top 3. Just tell him to watch this janitor with the mop stick. You gonna need a defensive lineman to block this. On point when I bomb shit, 10 for 10, I do not miss. I'm barking with a full bulldog, it is not mixed. They can see that my mind's sick, I don't write, I find shit. I don't like it, then I switch. If I touch it, it's diamond. Tell a bitch that I'm God sent. It ain't because my kicks is built like 5'6", 5'7" is my bitch. Dangerous, high risk. I lose it, get another one. You think I'm talking about a girl? I'm talking about another gun.
Oh man, yo, Dad, how that old song you used to sing up? You know what I'm talking about? To the hip hop, hip it to the hip it to hip hop, you rock, don't stop the rock to the bang bang. Say up, jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat. Yeah, that's the one. Now what you hear is the hip hop essence. You better respect it or come and correct it. See, way back then it was as hot as it gets, cause it's new rap like a mafia hit. So I'm writing my raps. I'm used to rocking events to let them know that I was hot is what I'm trying to convince. I keep it up and steady, but I'm dropping it sick and never lose it, but produce it with the lock of the pit. I mean, I got me a grip, can never possibly slip. I gotta save mustache like the top of your lip until my cup fill it over from the top of the tip, but never waste the moonshine since I got me a sip. And that's the apple pie type. This is rapper's good life. I can grab it all like it. We can have a good night. I'm in the place to be. Do my 1-2 step and everybody get the rolling. Snowball effect. I can grab me a mic and I can rock it correct. But put your favorite rapper tape and I'ma probably eject in any possible set. The realest I can detect. That's cause they rolling with a nigga. You should probably check. In the video from the city of Camden, all neck with the hardest attitude. That's me. No sweat. Said she digging how I play my position. So check. I'ma take it to the hoop. The stroke all neck. Said it's simple, but I keep it official. So complex. If you thinking that you better, my nigga, you try and play. I can leave it further way to deflate it for trying to flex. But I know that you my brother. I love you. We trying to frack though. Hotel, motel, not what you trying to do. I'm about to hit the liquor store when I got some moonshine drop off in my.
It's easy to sum it up when you just talk about practice. We sitting here, I'm supposed to be the franchise player, and we're in here talking about practice. I mean, listen, we talking about practice, not a game, not a game, not a game. We talking about practice, not a game, not the game that I go out there and die for and play every game like it's my last. Not the game. We talking about practice, man. I mean, how silly is that? And we talking about practice.
Back row. Best believe that I'm top 3. The only thing is I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Put me anywhere other than one that is not me. It's beef, we strut a nigga block, that's chopped cheese. No peace, the butterfly sting him, that's Ali. You reach, I teach you with the handle, that's Kyrie. Machines, you hook like a Roman, that's IV. You a sheep, I'ma go, it's a difference, so watch me. You weak, all hooks, no punches, so block these. They mock me, I just show them how it goes. Try to stomach this thug life. They bring out the nose, bend down on the grip. All heads coming out the foe, connected from Cali to New York, nigga, so let it go. Made for this, nigga, I eat bars and drink flows, thinking you woke into your third eye peephole. Line for line, this shit too easy, it's like a free throw. Mastered the game too early, this bitch a cheat code. It ain't a game, these niggas lame, state bring a shame. If I'm with an officer, it's a number in his name. We ain't the same, you want the easy pass, tell him change his lane. Shit, I've been through the fire, you can't stand the rain, take an aim. Tell him running, he can try his best. Drive a car named after me, that's why I'm in the vet. Lamping these niggas once again, and I ain't break a sweat. Number 1 at everything I do, that's why I'm one west. The Lord is not the God of the dead, so when I die, coming back for my spot, so forever I'm top 3. Just tell him to watch this, janitor with the mop stick. You gonna need a defensive lineman to block this. On point when I bomb shit, 10 for 10, I do not miss. I'm barking with a full bulldog, it is not mixed. They can see that my mind's sick, I don't write, I find shit. I don't like it, then I switch. If I touch it, it's diamond. Tell a bitch that I'm God sent. It ain't because my kicks is built like 5'6", 5'7", is my bitch. Dangerous, high risk, I lose it, get another one. You think I'm talking about a girl, I'm talking about another gun. You hear now? Hey, look, it is what it is now. We don't fuck with the house niggas, we burn the crib now. I'm ahead now, and I hope they can hear now. I don't care if you think it's it, nigga, I don't fear clown. Silences make it sound like raindrop, that's a firestorm. Get the job done in the view and get fired on. If you niggas standing for nothing, what you dying for? If you put real with real, that's how I was born. Walking this bitch ready for war, I'm in riot form. I want these niggas to see me flex, that's why I am armed. I shouldn't live in the crib, nigga. I should buy a farm to go through this shit so effortless. Best believe that I'm top 3. Only thing is, I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Best believe that I'm top 3. Only thing is, I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Best believe that I'm top 3. Only thing is, I'm not 2 and I'm not 3.
Easy to sum it up.
What's good now? I'm about to get young. Pull up
Yeah, change for the better, but that old nigga. Let's make it this song, right? Yeah, I changed for the better, put that old nigga in the shredder. But however, I could never take a step back for my pleasure. Change the weather, Ruger 5'7" on my dresser. Clip full with a lot of pressure. I forget that I made a special. I don't care, so I don't remember. Hitting treasures in my lecture. New texture, but the same message. Think rich, no think better. Chevy boy, I don't need a Porsche. Bucket clean and I feed the horse. Pull up on me, lose a bitch, ain't nothing to me. Ben Simmons, they ain't fucking with me. Take sides, you was set hopping. Heat on, you was flip-flopping. On the come up, then he start watching. We open doors like fuck knocking. Yeah, she see it and don't believe it. Spit fire in my heart anemic. Make a choice, get in the van. Take a ground and become a man. You pussy, I'm straightforward. Take orders, give orders. Bend corners, set orders. Niggas fold like rich quarter. Lifelong, but my temp shorter. Only for the bullshit though. Counterfeit niggas that be full of it though. I don't really hear what you into, nigga. We don't really care what you been through, nigga. I offend you, nigga. Short like a quick flat turn in the venue, nigga. Cut
cut right through it like a chin suit, nigga. If I said it, I mean it, and know I'm the meanest and one of the cleanest. I put it together and break it in pieces. I got plenty of time, I got plenty of ideas, you wouldn't believe it. I roll with the lions, you run with hyenas. I'm David inside of a killer arena for all of my people. I'm giving you all of the smoke. Stop saying the stuff that you won't really want to live up to. Live by a code, yeah, we stand up too. Say you get money, put bread up too. Saying you dumb, we fed up too. Fed up too in the league of my own. Just leave me alone. They gon' keep talking about me. I just keep going and going and going. And it's what you're showing. And I'ma keep growing and glowing and rocking and rolling and take over low. And I hold a position in any condition, completing the mission. You paying attention, I got a connection. Just sit in the section. Yeah, I changed. 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 You know I changed. You know I changed. You know I changed. You know I. Yeah, I changed. Yeah, I changed.
Yo, man, we everywhere, man. We all over the globe. My homies. Shit, with my homies, them niggas is right there. Every day you pair of black boots, sometimes you switch it to night airs. Niggas everywhere like broke glass and just like air. Me against the hottest that you notice a sight there. How you the coolest motherfucker that's mad hot? Always stay in my groove on the move like a laptop. Teacher schooling the youngest, you get shot by a black cop, white cop, Sasquatch, foot on your neck. Anything you set your hand to do, just do it the best. I told you I'm the illest lyricist, I prove it to death. If you ain't standing up for niggas, then you muted, you deaf. I got some niggas in the grave that could be using your breath. True, and that's a fact, it's not the 2 Chainz quote. Break a record, fucking track up like them Usain Bolt. Little rapping niggas, they garbage B. Pardon me, it's the art in me, but they talking funny like Cardi B. Nah, but hella shit they ain't dropped yet. My homies worldwide like .org or .net. And we stay sharp, we smart, and that's cause we studious. We come with fire with mountain word to Vesuvius. With my homie, covering all bases. Preaching all black, they come from the hard places. Where my homie, they be deep in the hood like a mechanic trying to make sure they peoples is good. Where my homie, independent in the struggle, focused on the hustle in the cipher and the huddle. Where my homie, in every city. Where my homie, let's get it lit, shit. Know who you spitting with, lock on that official shit. Professional with spitting and ripping, king of the British shit. I'm right up at the neck of opponents and hit the gristle quick. I spit it like them Browns out the chopper, and that's the pistol grip. Rapping with succession, if I spit it, you should listen, shit. I spit that strong-minded, well-rounded shit you didn't spit. Slick as motor oil, you flow with boy, you all that chicken shit. We all you over here, you order, but we ain't mixing with UPK strong, UPK pop. Yo, I play the cut, listening and watching. My frame of mind ancient and your frame of mind rotten. I'm thinking like the niggas that hated picking the cotton. Every time I spit it, I'm trying to take out the top dog. When we in the cypher, it sound like we letting shots off. But I hit the range cause my record clean and I'm not soft. But rapping what I do, eat the beat and drown it with hot sauce. Rapping so many years, niggas can't figure this nigga out of modern day, the fucking antithesis. Rapping disappeared, I'm just trying to make it clear. Everybody trying to get on like me or my man visitor. My presence when I'm rapping made him fucking ban Christian. Your presence when you rapping like a fucking ventriloquist. We run the world like Ferdinand Magellan. I say with my homies we melting like St. Helen. Where my homie, covering all bases, preaching all black, they come from the hard places. Where my homie, they be deep in the hood like a mechanic trying to make sure they peoples is good. Where my homie, independent in the struggle, focused on the hustle in the cipher and the huddle. Where my homie, in every city. Where my homie, let's get it litty, nigga.
nigga in a shredder. But however, I could never take a step back for my pleasure. Change the weather, Ruger 5.7 on my dresser. Clip full with a lot of pressure. I forget that I made a special. I don't care, so I don't remember. Hitting treasures in my lecture. New texture, but the same message. Think rich, no think better. Chevy boy, I don't need a Porsche. Bucket clean and I feed the horse. Pull up on me, lose a bitch, ain't nothing to me. Ben Simmons, they ain't fucking with me. Take sides, you was set hopping. Heat on, you was flip flopping. On the come up, then he start watching. We open doors like fuck knocking. Yeah, she see it and don't believe it. Spit fire in my heart anemic. Make a choice, get in the van. Taking ground and become a man. You pussy, I'm straightforward. Take orders, give orders, bend corners, set borders. Niggas fold like rich quarter. Lifelong, but my temp shorter. Only for the bullshit though. Counterfeit niggas, they be full of it though. I don't really hear what you went to, nigga. We don't really care what you been through, nigga. I offend you, niggas. Sharp like a quick left turn in the venue, nigga. Cut right through it like a chisel, nigga. If I say that, I mean it. And know I'm the meanest. And one of the cleanest. I put it together and break it in pieces. I got plenty of time, I got plenty of ideas. You wouldn't believe it. I roll with the lions, you run with hyenas. I'm David inside of a killer arena. For all of my people, I'm giving you all of the smoke. Stop saying the stuff that you won't really want to live up to. Live by code, yeah, we stand up too. Say you get money, put bread up too. Saying you dumb, we fed up too. Fed up too, in the league of my own. Just leave me alone. They gon' keep talking about me. I just keep going and going and going. It is what you're showing, and I'ma keep growing and growing and rocking and rolling and take over low and I hold the position in any condition, completing the mission. Paying attention, I got a connection to sit in the session. Yeah, I changed. 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 You know I changed. You know I changed. You know I changed. You know I. Yeah, I changed. Yeah, I changed.
Coming live and direct from the Murky Vision dungeon. And what you have on display, fried Amalekite hearts and Edomite body parts. From the depths of your murky hell and contrite hearts, this earth gon' wail and nuclear wars start. My murky tales, quiet vulgar just like a fart of a futureless mucus. Yep, that's not the place to park. For heathen nations, they ass grass in time past. Enemies of Yahweh, we ain't forgot about the temple. It's mutual feelings. Obadiah spoken is chillin'. And we ain't gotta lift a finger, just keep all the law. And Yahweh go to devour you and all your dogs. You ever seen the angel of death? He came to Egypt and left. Better bet and best believe he won't leave your ass left. Just like he crept up on them heathens and took their last breath. America stopped breathing up in Moab crept. Ishmael, the deadly tonic, made God is hypersonic. Drama like on Andromeda, futuristic and violence, all prophetic, coming swift as chariots. And a ballpark figure for Edom the scariest. Just the quiet before the storm will come death and future thunder. It's chill, but soon y'all send it for many hunters. The ratio for you to get killed 1 to 100. 100, like running from a lion to a bear. See, death is everywhere, it's all in the air. Thus said the Lord thy God concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and ambassadors sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against them in battle. It's part of the game. See you lame just made small among all the heathens and beasts, but we tall. Them niggas straight spit to your house, drop ball from a bucket. Fucking keep on trucking till nightfall. The eagle has landed, not the eagle in my dog food. Keep on praying to see the heathen in the war room, plotting their own doom. Selfish fools, rotting their own stew. That's what they do for the violence against thy brother, motherfucker. This will I bring thee down, says Yahweh. Yeah.
Murky Vision. It's easy to sum it up when you just talk about practice. We sitting here, I'm supposed to be the franchise player, and we're in here talking about practice.
Well, Coach,
I mean, listen, we talking about practice, not a game, not a game, not a game. We talking about practice, not a game, not the game that I go out there and die for and play every game like it's my last. Not the game. We're talking about practice, man. I mean, how silly is that? And we're talking about practice.
Back row.
Best believe that I'm top 3. The only thing is I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Put me anywhere of and they wonder it's not me. It's beef, we strut a nigga block, that's chopped cheese. No peace, the butterfly sting him, that's Ali. You reach, I teach him with the handle, that's Kyrie. Machines you hook like a Roman, that's IV. You a sheep, I'ma go, it's a difference, so watch me. You weak, all hooks, no punches, so block these. They mock me, I just show them how it goes. Try to stomach this thug life. They brain got the nose, bandana on the grip. All heads coming out the foe. Connected from Cali to New York, niggas, so let it go. Made for this. Nigga, I eat bars and drink flows, thinking you woke into your third eye peephole. Line for line, this shit too easy, it's like a free throw. Mastered the game too early, this bitch a cheat code. It ain't a game, these niggas lame, state bring a shame. If I'm with an officer, it's a number in his name. We ain't the same, you want the easy pass, tell him change his lane. Shit, I've been through the fire, you can't stand the rain, take an aim. Tell him runner, he can try his best. Drive a car named after me, that's why I'm in the vet. Lamping these niggas once again, and I ain't break a sweat. Number 1 at everything I do, that's why I'm one west. The Lord is not the God of the dead, so when I die, coming back for my spot, so forever I'm top 3. Just tell him to watch this janitor with the mop stick. You gonna need a defensive lineman to block this. On point when I bomb shit, 10 for 10 I do not miss. I'm barking with a full bulldog, it is not mixed. They can see that my mind's sick, I don't write, I find shit. I don't like it, then I switch. If I touch it, it's diamond. Tell a bitch that I'm God sent. It ain't because my kicks is built like 5'6", 5'7" is my bitch. Dangerous, high risk. I lose it, get another one. You think I'm talking about a girl? I'm talking about another gun. Head now? Hey, look, it is what it is now. We don't fuck with the house niggas. We burn the crib. I'm a head now, and I hope they can head now. I don't care if you think it's hit, nigga. I don't fear clown. Polishes make it sound like raindrop. That's a firestorm. Get the job done in the view and get fired on. If you niggas standing for nothing, what you dying for? If you put real with real, that's how I was born. Walking this bitch ready for war. I'm in riot form. I want these niggas to see me flex. That's why I am armed. I shouldn't live in the crib, nigga. I should buy a farm to go through this shit so effortless. Best believe that I'm top 3. Only thing is I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Best believe that I'm top 3. Only thing is I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Best believe that I'm top 3. Only thing is I'm not 2 and I'm not 3.
Go.
Oh man. Hey, yo, Dad. How that old song you used to sing up? You know what I'm talking about? To the hip hop, hip it to the hip it, hip hop, you rock, don't stop the rock to the bang bang. Say up, jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat. Yeah, that's the one. Now what you hear is the hip hop essence. You better respect it or come and correct it. See, way back then it was as hot as it gets. Cause it's new rap like a mafia hit. So I'm writing my raps. I'm used to rocking the fence to let them know that I was hot as what I'm trying to convince. I keep it up and steady, but I'm dropping it sick. And never lose it, but conduce it with the lock of the pit. I mean, I got me a grip, can never possibly slip. I gotta save mustache like the top of your lip. Until my cup fill it over from the top of the tip. But never waste the moonshine since I got me a sip. And that's the apple pie type. This is rapping good life. I can grab it all like it. We can have a good night. I'm in the place to be. Do my 1-2 step and everybody get the rolling. Snowball effect. I can grab me a mic and I can rock it correct. But put your favorite rapper tape and I'ma probably eject. In any possible set, the realest I can detect. That's cause they rolling with a nigga, you should probably check. Hit the bitty from the center, you can do all naked with the hardest attitude, that's me. No sweat, said she digging how I play my position. So check, I'ma take it to the hoop, the stroke, all back to the simple, but I keep it official, so complex. If you thinking that you better, my nigga, you try and play. I can leave it further way to deflate it for trying to play. But I know that you my brother, I love you, we try and fight though. Motel, not what you trying to do. I'm about to hit the liquor store when I got some moonshine, drive off in my Subaru. Everybody go motel, not what you trying to do. I'm about to hit the liquor store when I grab some moonshine, drive off in my Subaru. What could I do? I couldn't fit the whole Go inside my Subaru. I said I'll be right back, but not right now. Too many people in this joint and it might break down. One way or another, we gon' get what we gon'. I'm in the streets of Philadelphia, I call it my own. I need my speakers up so I can get in my zone. I try to turn the music up, but all my speakers is blown. And when I'm writing my rap, I tell them leave me alone, cause I'm the shit that niggas smell it. I might need to go home. And this is visitor, we stop by me and breathe as you go. I can't say this hip hop, that's why they need to be born. I be rocking the mic, and I be rocking this way. The major element in hip hop that's missing today. Cause all these new school rappers trying to rap in the way. Half of them is transgender and the rest of them gay. So half of them is transgender and the rest of them gay. That's him. That's my boy right there. That's my boy. All right. What's up, man? Got it. I got my boy, man. Hey, he killing y'all, man. That's my son right there.
In the game, it was incredible, man. It was incredible. A lot of brothers graduated. You got all the previous classes jealous as hell. So I was just telling the brothers, when I came out, they stopped me. I'm in the hotel. I'm trying to get back to the place. I was hard trying to get back to the place.
My son right here.
I said, hey, what's going on? They said, man, Hebrew Academy looked good out there. Man, them awards and all that. I said, yeah, man, they was rocking. They was like, we ain't get that. I was like, we progressing, man. We trying to, get to that level. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what Akkad did this year. Again, big shout out to Captain Akkad Abraham for putting that together. His whole team, Kazak Yard. I don't know everybody that was involved. Definitely Danya Allah, a couple of other brothers, quite a few brothers were involved, man, in the training. Got it going. It looked amazing. Them covers look like they're next generation. You got the blue ring in them. You got a lot going on with them covers that that we didn't get. Yeah, I got mine, you know what I'm saying? I'm still in here with y'all, you know what I'm saying? From back in the day, but it was amazing. Big shout out to everybody, man, that came together, the whole ISUPK family for the Passover. What you did this Passover was absolutely honorable. The brotherhood, the sisterhood, issues all
go out there and die for and play every game like it's my last. Not the game. We're talking about practice, man. I mean, how silly is that? And we're talking about practice.
Back row.
Best believe I'm top 3. The only thing is I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Put me anywhere other than one that is not me. It's beef, we strut a nigga block, that's chopped cheese. No peace, the butterfly sting him, that's Ali. You reach, I teach him with the handle, that's Kyrie. Machines you hook like a Roman, that's IV. You a sheep, I'm a gold, it's a difference, so watch me. You weak, all hooks, no punches, so block these. They mock me, I just show them how it goes. Try to stomach this thug life. They bring out the nose, bandana on the grip. All heads coming out the foe, connected from Cali to New York, nigga, so let it go. Made for this. Nigga, I eat bars and drink flows, thinking you woke until your third eye peephole. Line for line, this shit too easy, it's like a free throw. Mastered the game too early, this bitch a cheat code. It ain't a game, these niggas lame, state bring a shame. If I'm with an officer, it's a number in his name. We ain't the same, you want the easy pass, tell him change his lane. Shit, I've been through the fire, you can't stand the rain, take an aim. Tell him running, he can try his best. Drive a car named after me, that's why I'm in the vet. Laughing these niggas once again, and I ain't break a sweat. Number one at everything I do, that's why I'm one west. The Lord is not the God of the dead, so when I die, coming back for my spot, so forever I'm top 3. Just tell him to watch this, janitor with the mop stick. You gonna need a defensive lineman to block this. On point when I bomb shit, 10 for 10, I do not miss. I'm barking with a bulldog, it is not big. They can see that my mind's sick, I don't like it, I find shit. I don't like it, and honest with you, if I touch it, it's diamond. Tell a bitch that I'm God sent. It ain't because my kicks is built like 5'6", 5'7", it's my bitch. Dangerous, high risk, I lose it, get another one. You think I'm talking about a girl, I'm talking about another gun. We here now? Hey, look, it is what it is now. We don't fuck with the house niggas, we burn the crib now. I'm ahead now, and I hope they can hear now. I don't care if you think it's it, nigga, I don't fear clown. Silences make it sound like raindrop, that's a quiet storm. Get the job done in the view and get fired on. If you niggas standing for nothing, what you dying for? If you put real with real, that's how I was born. Walking this bitch ready for war, I'm in riot form. I want these niggas to see me flex, that's why I am armed. I shouldn't live in the crib, nigga, I should buy a farm to go through this shit so ever. Best believe that I'm top 3. Only thing is I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Best believe that I'm top 3. Only thing is I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Best believe that I'm top 3. Only thing is I'm not 2 and I'm not 3.
Any man give his life for Yahweh Mashiach in Christ and fall up under that UPK banner. It's my brother and my blood, and I will die and kill for him if necessary.
It's all about that warfare, boy. Back up. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take breath. My soldiers take breath till I'm stand down. Take breath. My soldiers take breath till I'm stand down. Take breath. Now this ain't no movement, this a take now. We would not be moved or intimidated. We ain't the type. You got a problem, tell them cross the fucking line. My niggas ain't polite. Soldiers to the left and right. I die for every man by before I be a 113 commandments, nigga, and you can't do 10, my nigga. Matter of fact, you can't do 1, my nigga. Let's see if you can stop eating pork. I see that pork juice running down your fork. Talk about you blessed in the streets of New York. I see that tight Christian 3-piece suit that you bought. When you gonna rock that? When you go to court? Maybe Sunday, better get Easter. I blast at you masters, knowledge reigns supreme over all you teachers. Pedophile supporters, cool rigor mortis. Your niggas out of order. When Christ returns, you hear the screams in the chorus. Now breathe.
Revelations 6 and 17. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand?
Tell me why would you go against the Most High? Tell me why would you?
Because we muted here and we muted there. So shalom, shalom. Yeah, still no sound.
Are you on? They can see us, right?
Oh, shalom, shalom. They can hear
I can
me.
hear you. I heard you. Johnny, how my
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4.
Everybody's saying good now.
1 2 3 4.
It's a delay
1
right
2. What? Okay, but that's fine as long as our phones are off. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yeah, both channels, Black Watch and Commander General Yohanna, both channels are saying they can hear. All right. Let's try to get it going again. Let's crack a lack one more time on the situation. I don't know how much y'all heard, but I was bigging up how this Passover. First of all, the Passover, 53rd annual Passover. If you wasn't there, boy, you robbed yourself of a major treat. It was insane. Give it up. It was absolutely insane. I wanted to start off with Hebrew Academy. If you hadn't heard it already, the Hebrew Academy was absolutely amazing. Captain Makad Abarayim and his team. Danyala's in the building with us in here tonight. Was also one of the trainers out there for the Hebrew Academy. Did an excellent job. I mean, that thing was tight as it could be, was organized as it could be. It was strong. A lot of brothers graduated again this year, got their covers. The Black Party was insane, like I mentioned earlier. Y'all was off the chain on that Black Party. I ain't gonna lie. It was Hebrews in their fullest form at that Black Party. We was rocking in there. It was, I mean, damn near busting through the door. We had to tell everybody to come inside because there was so many people piled up at the door and out. It was almost as many people outside in the corridor as there was inside the party itself. I mean, the brotherhood and sisterhood was exceptional. I mean, it was just insane. Also, too, I don't know the sister's name, but it's what's Cap? Angry Black Man? Soccer War. Captain Soccer War's wife. Big Waraka. Big shout out to Sister Waraka. Sister, I'm gonna tell you, she's a registered nurse. And Sister Waraka, y'all still getting me, man? Yeah, okay. Sister Waraka did an amazing job with the brothers at the Hebrew Academy. I mean, the sister nursed any brothers that got injured or any brothers that got a little sick. She even had to run, I think, 2 brothers to the hospital. 4 brothers. She ran 4 brothers to the hospital. Didn't wait for no ambulance and all that. The Hebrew Academy ain't no joke. They ain't, ain't nobody playing with you. You know what I'm saying? So 4 brothers had to go get rushed to the hospital. She took them in her car, got them there, stayed with them, knew how to handle the doctors. She a nurse, so she already knew how to, roll with the doctors and everything. Got them back, brought them back. Brothers put them back in the Hebrew Academy. They just come from the hospital. Brothers like, all right, you good? Good, get back in. You know what I'm saying? Put them back in it. They finished the Hebrew Academy, got their covers, came to the Black Party, got their graduation and all that, and it was honorable. Something General Muhammad brought out to me that very night. He said, if you don't mind, He said, did you want to bring it up? Okay. He said it was like the Super Bowl and the first draft pick all in one. Because what's so heavy about it is, once again, to say that the Lord can't fix black people, specifically black men, Latino men, Indian men, is a total disrespect to the Most High. To open your mouth and act like these brothers can't be fixed is disrespectful. It's like saying the Lord can't fix what this beast done destroyed, which is our brothers. And that's why brothers were so proud to come through there and come out the world and give up the evils of the world and become a brand new man. And that's why we should be full of vitriolic anger at these damn churches, man. Excuse me. At these damn churches. Because what the hell they've been doing since the 60s? That's what I'd like to know. What the hell what they've been doing? Because they certainly haven't been raising up black men.
Right.
I see Jerry curls and S curls up in that church, prancing up and down them aisles. I see a lot of that. I see a lot of money gathering, but I don't see the job being done that Christ commissioned us to do. Well, the ISU, that's okay though. That's all right. Send them to me. Because the I.S.U.P.K, we about that business now. Like never before, and you saw it in the 53rd annual Passover. It was mob deep up in there. I mean, if you didn't know us, the Edomites were scared. The Edomites heard us sending them curses up and said, we just want to inform you that we can only be here till 8:30, and we have to leave. They ain't say nothing about that before that. When they heard us up in there, they heard the roar of Israel. Let me tell you something. I'm going to come back to it. I'm going to talk about this for a little bit. If y'all don't mind, I hope y'all don't mind online if you down with us. Wait a minute, am I getting another no sound? Hey, give me a 1, y'all. Come on, help me out here. Y'all, give me a 1 if we in the game. Y'all still hearing us? Somebody give me a 1 if just want to check these mics one more time. We solid? Yeah, we solid. Okay, check it out. In that Passover was like the raw that Moses talked about in the wilderness. Like the raw of brothers and sisters, man, being in a completely free spirit from the brainwashing of this empire. Like we got, the scriptures say, get me right on this, y'all. The scripture said Jacob was a tiller of the ground, correct? He was in the husbandry. Yeah. Like that was a gentle brother, man. Okay, a righteous, gentle brother. And these brothers, man, been forced to be monsters, man. They've been forced to be monsters to survive in this evil place. And they come back to this truth, man, and they even more stronger. They way stronger than they was when they was in the street. You think cats in the street is tough. Cats in the street is tough to do one thing, and that's to pray and be violent. Pray on you and be violent. And most of the time, you ain't even good at that. If you was good at that, it wouldn't be 2 million black men in prison. If you was good at being a criminal, it would not be 2 million black men in prison. But I see brothers come out of Hebrew Academy twice as hard as they was when they was in the world, and their head be so right. And about a whole nother business, and without a doubt, not treating it like they got to be a sucker. Since when did you have to be a sucker to come serve the Most High? Like that been the whole vibe in church. Like you got to be a sucker to go serve the Most High. Well, brother, if you saw that Hebrew Academy doing that march, coming in there through that goddamn smoke, goddamn it. Wait till the tape play. Through the smoke they came through. You see that, and you'll see what real men is like. Real men that have a real identity, that don't have to compromise, that don't have to get a God from the white man, don't have to get a God from the Arabs, don't have to get a God from nobody, but get their own God and do the will of the Most High and really raise something up. And listen, you could say what you want, you Christians, and the rest of you say whatever you want to say. One thing you can't say, you cannot say that Commander General Yohanna ain't raising up blacks and Latinos and bringing them together. You can't say that now. You understand? When they pulled the cars in, and I looked up at the stage, I said, well, who's performing? This a goddamn concert stage. Who's who we got playing at the Passover. They marching us up there to bring out the word of the Most High. So don't tell me we ain't raising up men, man, to changing their whole life. The stories will blow your mind. And nobody does it better than us. Nobody does it better than we do it because the Lord is with us in it. So that Hebrew Academy, I mean, they was on point. And not only, damn right, I buy it as well. Not only that, not only was they on point to fight through the Hebrew Academy and to put on that Holy Spirit, they was in that spirit all weekend.
Yes, sir.
They was serving, working. That was the cat serving your food, you know, pulling security, helping you find your kids. Cats was losing their kids. Cats out there drinking that top shelf. Kids gone. Kid come up to the mic. Dad, get your behind down here and find me. It was insane. And hold it now. I don't understand y'all. Y'all in a damn field with 1,000 Negroes in the dark. In the dark with 1,000 Negroes, and nobody lost their child. Nope. If they misplaced it, they got the child back in one piece. Child ain't get molested, kidnapped, or all the evil things that could happen in this evil world. Don't tell me we don't got the truth. You're going to have to prove it to me.
That's right.
You're going to have, because so far you ain't proved to me nothing but that you've served a white Jesus, and what the hell could he have done for you? Go ahead. Come on, please.
Listen, and it's just a testimony and further proof, seeing these young brothers in Hebrew Academy and all the great work that you've done and taught, that this is the only way to achieve that manhood that everybody in the world looking for. Like from Negroes to Hispanics, Latinos, Native American Indians, we all in the world searching to be gangster and searching to be tough. And we think the criminal way is the goal because that's what our oppressor give us. And that search for being the gangster and being tough, it fulfills a manhood we think we're looking for. But when you look at it, you understand, to be gangster in the world and tough and the killer and, you know, all that there, you tough amongst your people, but you still afraid of the man. The man come, you scatter like roaches, you understand? Where you come into the ISUPK and learn to be men. I mean, men that the gangsters in the world look at and a little bit afraid of. That type of man, and we ain't scared of the man. That's right. We understand the man more than he understands himself, and we know how to deal with him, you understand? So it's just the manliest gangster, you know. If you're looking for gangster, you better come to the ISUPK because it's the real manhood that every brother should be like trying to get.
Listen, yeah, give it up again for Jeremiah. It was so right what you just said. And here's the thing: who gonna teach you more how to be a man than God?
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like, all we doing is what the Lord said in them scriptures, and we making sure we doing just what He said in them scriptures, and not what's in our own goddamn mind. And that's what's putting such a great spirit in you. And if I could, you know, I know y'all don't like my conspiracies. I'm gonna give y'all some anyway. That the brothers they portraying in these rap songs as gangsters, they ain't even gangsters. They not gangsters. That's why they made that movie. When they made that movie back in the day, y'all probably don't know this movie, but they made that movie called CB4. You remember that movie? Chris Rock, old slapping ass Chris Rock. CB4 was such a right movie because in essence they were saying that these guys are not gangsters, and most of them are not. Come to find out, these cats are college students, man. College students, and all them cats, a ton of them radio announcers and all of them was college. Now the gangsters still got in the game when the money got good, but who really created that game? The same goddamn slave master, man. And that's why I love this UPK music. Listen, I used to listen to DMX all the time. Y'all know. That was my song. I was playing DMX on the show. But I was inside. I was mad. I was mad that a cat in the world had to portray the masculinity that I know we were supposed to have. You understand? To the brothers in here, goddamn. Oh, boy. I still won't share his collection with me. I mess with him every time I get a chance. He got the collection, brother, on the Hebrew Israelite music. And brothers started dropping it, but with righteous words, you understand, but with that same masculinity. Brother, I was born again in music. You understand? I became brand new when it came to music, because once again, that was another part of us being put back in us the right way instead of the goddamn wrong way. Go ahead, man. Come on. I said, listen, come on, hit me. Go ahead.
Me too, General. Yeah, I was hip hop buff all my life.
For sure.
And then coming in the truth, man. I used to do the hip hop, you know what I'm saying? But young in the truth, I said, man, I got to get this up because I can't make a connection from that strength and street strength and all that there to bring it in the, in the truth at that time. You know what I'm saying? But then grew and started to understand more. And now, like you saying, these brothers coming in rapping and man, sounding better than them cats in the world and more harder. And one cat got a joint, I'm top 3.
Damn.
But I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. You know what I'm saying? That might be Danielle. Right there. I said that joint was boss. It sounds so hard, like it's supposed to be on Power 99 and all these stations. And that's one out of a bunch.
Yeah.
Like Haas, you said, Haas got the collection.
Yeah, man, you turn on them lyrics Ty Ward played, brother. Yeah. Ty Ward writes some lyrics that's just, and Ty Ward, and I told Ty Ward this. I said to Ty Ward, I said, let me tell you something, man. You keep being you. I said, because first of all, you a straight up warrior. You remember, you was there, right? You a straight up warrior. And you put a lot of that warfare in your music. And at the same time, Ty Ward is one of the most brotherly brothers you're going to ever meet. Yeah. He give you the shirt off his back. Now, that's real. That ain't just a commercial, a sound bite. And as a result, Ty Ward could be as brotherly as he want to be. And the music lets you know this ain't no soft cat. This cat trying to feed you. He ain't no chump. You understand? He ain't that dude. You know what I mean? He's that dude. But he's being this dude because Christ required him to be this dude. You understand? And brother, how valuable is that? You understand? And let me tell you something else too, if I could. And I'm gonna slide back into this Passover. I turn on tapes all the time of some brother that done did, 5 tours in the penitentiary instead of in the work of the Lord. And he's out in the penitentiary now, life destroyed. And of course, what he doing? Telling the young boys the same thing we telling them on the street. Y'all shouldn't be doing this. Y'all shouldn't be in this evil. Y'all got to change your life. He doing it now because he done went through all the mistakes. And whatever's left of him, he's now trying to pour that out to these brothers. Well, we here pouring it out to them now before they get to that penitentiary, Lord allow. And even if they go and we get them back out. You understand? We're going to do, and even if they in there, hell, brothers in there as well. And that's what's right about this truth. And brother, y'all in Hebrew Academy, man, y'all showed the world, you showed the churches, you showed the fake Israelite groups that the I.S.U.P.K is where it is at. It's as real as it could be. And it is what it is. It is what the Lord wants. It's what the Most High wants. And again, we don't compromise no God. We don't got to go to no other nation for no God. We ain't going to no nation. We ain't joining no other nation. None of that for no God. Damn that. And so it's a beautiful thing. So Hebrew Academy, man, them brothers was exceptional. Hosted us amazingly for that Passover. Organized it, did everything they had to do. I don't know if I got this on camera earlier. Nakamaya. Yes, sir. Nakamaya and Captain Shapan Napash and Nakamaya and Tazadak from Houston, right? From Texas. Tazadak from Texas, Nakamaya from DC, and Captain Shapan Napash, okay, from Philly, fresh off of an injury with his leg, came back up in there for the Passover, man, and really took care of them brothers and sisters and worked with them sisters on that bread. Big shout out to the daughters of Zion on the bread patrol. They put that bread down. How the hell do you feed 1,000 Negroes with bread? That wasn't no easy task. They got it in. Something that, was phenomenal with no arguing, no fighting. Nobody ain't pulled out a blade on nobody that I heard of. No, let me stop here, man. Nothing like that. It was beautiful. It was righteous. It was what it was supposed to be. Ain't nobody have to feel moved on or you know, anything. You drop your wallet, you got found. Tons of stuff people lost, right or wrong. Watches, jewelry, phones, wallets, all that. Everybody got their stuff back. Listen, I put 3 swords in a van to come to Philly. I put 3 swords. I had 3 swords with me. I put them in the van. Hopped on the plane, headed out. Got to Philly, made 1 phone call. All 3 swords got back to their owners, and they dropped mine off to me today. It was like, there you go. So I was like, damn, that's UPK. That's right, brotherhood. Don't tell me we ain't got no brotherhood. Right, tell me you know the scriptures better than us. You don't even know how to make black men work together. They're killing and murdering all over these streets, listening to this white man. And you telling me about some God on the other side of the world? Damn that. Damn that. And listen, you ain't got but another year or so, because I'm getting more and more arrogant every year. The more I see us succeeding and you sitting up there producing more gays and lesbians than ever, the more arrogant I become. The more intolerant I become with your stupid ass religion, excuse my French. You understand? Because you're beginning to be a waste of time out here. You're beginning to be a waste of time and a problem. Big shout out to everybody involved in the 53rd annual I.S.U.P.K. Passover. Y'all did an amazing job. Did I forget anybody? Who else I leave out? Oh, couple of things, man. I want to say to Water too. I'm gonna post them on Facebook. First of all, big shout out to the Texas camp, Captain Yatazak and the entire Texas camp. Big shout out to them for all of those beautiful bottles of liquor, Salakia. All of that, those gifts of liquor that y'all brought up. I mean, Texas brought up like 20 top shelf bottles of liquor. I mean, I know it cost y'all a pretty penny, but it was super kind and honorable. You was gonna say something? No. Super kind and honorable. What you brothers did, and we appreciated it. You know what I mean? We shared it around with everybody. A brother came in here and brought like 5 or 6 bottles in here. Where they at? Yeah, here go 1, 2. Another one here. Can they see this, Mariah, on camera? What's this here? This you gotta stay away from all this. See this here? You gotta stay. You only drink this in Chicago with the Midwest Monster of Mayhem. All right. Who brought these up?
Officer 500 Taz Award from Trinidad.
Big shout out to Taz Award from Trinidad for these wonderful gifts that he sent up to us, man. In the I.S.U.P.K, we understand the Bible, that you can drink alcohol, because I know you old Christian, you old cranktified niggas turning around talking about, yeah, they be drinking up there. You be producing fags up there. Mad at us because we drink, don't never see us drunk. But mad at us because we have a drink, which is scripture. So give me the scripture on it, y'all. Which is scripturally sound. And producing brothers and sisters, producing families. What you gonna say about that? Producing families. And let me tell you something else too. If you out there, you new to the I.S.U.P.K, you learning about the I.S.U.P.K, if you hear something about us that's negative, go talk to an officer or a captain. Go talk. Don't just take. No, let me tell you how Satan works. You understand? Satan works through lies. Satan will put a lie out, and then if you attach to that lie, in your mind, you'll believe that lie to be true. Question them lies before the Most High. Question them lies, because many lies have gone out about us. But you know what don't go out? What don't go out is the thousands of sisters that we counsel. The thousands upon thousands of brothers that we counsel. What don't go out is the brotherhood that we build. None of that goes out. None of that goes out what it is that we putting inside of brothers and sisters that's bringing them to this truth. When is that going to go out? That don't never go out. But your little lies, you little whispering lies do go out. And mainly it come from you Christians. Because you mad as hell because you played yourself. You going to say something? No. You mad as hell because you played yourself. I know I ain't getting to the stories, but we all target. And the Passover was such an exciting story. It got to be spoken about. So, you know what I mean? So big shout out to them. Also, too, you read the scripture, because then I got to just a couple more of them gifts that was insane.
1 Timothy 5:23.
In fact, let me get this.
Drink no longer water, but use a little wine for thy stomach's sake.
This is God's word. Old Testament or New?
New Testament.
Thank
sir.
you. This is God's word, man. You understand? You don't allow. Let me tell you something. It was so smooth. White man is so diabolical. The Christian church pressed upon black people. Black people were going, just for you to give you a little history left. Black people used to go to clubs heavy in the 70s. If you go back and check the history of black people and Latino people, they had huge clubs in America. New York City, in all the major cities, they had huge clubs. Y'all heard of Studio 54, Bonds, and all of them. That was the thing back then. They had these giant clubs with, I mean, it'd be 1,000 people in their party and speakers up to the sky. And it was popular. And what was happening was people wasn't coming to church on Sunday. They was partying Saturday night and wouldn't come to church on Sunday. So what happened is the churches had to come up with a solution. So they turned around and started teaching that it was against God to drink alcohol. They were teaching that in the 70s and in the 80s. Am I lying? I think some of them still teaching it now. That it was against the Lord to have a drink. And because of it, they were able to pull people out of the clubs. Now, of course, there was a ton of horrible stuff going on in the club. But lo and behold, when we look back now, it was worse going on in church. You was going to the club trying to vent and trying to have a good time because you didn't want to think about, Pastor so-and-so that molested you in the goddamn bathroom. You didn't want to think about that. Uncle so-and-so and cousin such and such that molested boys and girls. Every wicked thing came out of them churches, man. And that's why, what's the brother? They say he on his deathbed right now. That brother that first came out in Atlanta with the Down Low. What's his name? He made the song, We Fall Down, some nonsense like that. Kirkland, right? P.K. Kirkland? I could be. No, not Franklin. Yeah, I forget his name. If y'all know in the chat.
Donnie McClurkin.
Donnie McClurkin. That's it. He the first one to bust out and expose in your churches, man. How you was in there, how all these black men was sitting in these churches having full-out relationships with other men. And black women sitting up in there trying to marry. That's why you think Atlanta is the way it is. And he brought it out in Atlanta. I'm giving you the history, man. So you ain't got to be asleep on the stupidity that has gone on with us. We've been here 400 years, and we ain't figured out how to fix our own. We ain't figured it out. We did. This I.S.U.P.K. did. I know how to do it now. Oh, I really know how to do it now. I ain't got to listen to y'all no more.
Right.
You ain't gonna pull no scripture on me no more. You can forget that.
That's right.
I went and studied them myself. And now I know exactly what got to be done to fix black men and black women. And the first thing they need to do is get the hell out of your church. That's the first order of business, man. Like, where's your goddamn humanity, man? Where's your humanity for these brothers and sisters, man? It's insane, man, what's happening with us. And so they start pulling people out of the church and telling them not to be partying in these clubs. So people tried to comply with their reverend. Pastors have had major respect until the I.S.U.P.K. came on. You didn't disrespect the pastor for many years. You didn't disrespect them. You didn't talk bad about them. You didn't do any of those things, 70s, 80s, and damn near into the 90s. But then the I.S.U.P.K., I put these young brothers in them Bibles. They start studying them Bibles. And then they start hitting them streets. And guess what? You couldn't answer what they was pulling out of the very book you were supposed to be the authority on.
Right.
And then it began to be seen that, oh, wait a minute, this dude ain't really the guy. He don't even know the book that he touting is of God. And then the white man, he slid in like the snake that he is. He brought in the cocaine. Oh, they don't want to go to the club. They don't want to drink no more. No problem. He started bringing in the cocaine. Destroyed our families with it. Turned our young sisters into prostitutes. Selling their body because of the addiction. Not understanding what is happening to them. Destroyed the whole dynamics between men and women. I ain't even going to begin to talk about the children. You wondering why they shooting up all these cities? Because of your dumb ass. Because that's what the hell you produced by having a moral monster sitting over you like he's a man of God. You let a moral animal sit over you and pretend like he was a man of God, and you shocked at what the results was. Man, please. Please. And so they brought in the cocaine, wrecked the family structure, right or wrong. Then spun it up in the crack in the early 90s. That was the new step, which was made it cheaper. $2, $5, $10 a vial. Got weak-minded brothers who's trying to survive and make $1 out here to go sell it and kill our own. Descended the black community into hell. That's what that whole thing with Freeway Ricky Ross was about. They made a movie about it. What is it called? Shoot the Messenger or something like that. Y'all don't know that movie? That's it. Kill the Messenger. Kill the Messenger. That's the name of the movie. You ever want to look it up? They made the movie Kill the Messenger. And it was all about how the CIA, who admitted it, I saw the tape, where they admitted that they brought them drugs and brought them in through California and spread them across the country. Yep. You telling me I'm a racist? I'm a racist. Or maybe you ain't see the videos of them crack babies in the 90s before you call me a goddamn racist. You go back and ask them hospitals to show you the videotapes of them babies, and in them babies in foster care whose mother and father was in a gutter somewhere when they had tubes coming out of them and they was born at 3.8 pounds. You tell me that I'm a racist then. And not never tell me nothing like that. Salaki, you die.
If I may, sir, if I could, sir, what you bringing out is just so heavy.
Oh,
There's a documentary on Netflix, sir, that blew my mind.
What's the
I
name?
was sharing with the brother. It's called Crack. They said from 1985 to 1996, not a single white person, even though 2/3 of them were crack cocaine users and sellers, not one of them did any federal or any jail time in the state of California.
Damn. I know it's, you know how I know it's true? They got movies glorifying all them pilots, all them old pilots that brought them little planes in with tons of cocaine. They make movies about it. They partying and in the hotels in California and on the beach and, you know, and sniffing coke. They even had a documentary on one woman. It might be in your documentary. In that documentary, is it that woman that was the big meth seller? She's still alive. She's still alive. She was the queen of meth, still alive. You destroyed us, man. Yeah. And you churches, you had nothing to help stop it. You didn't have a prayer, a scripture, a counsel, nothing. You barely had a ratty piece of food. Government gave you cheese. You gave that to her. Government said, oh, get them niggas some cheese. They rats anyway. Here, our mamas, our poor mamas coming up to your church on Sunday morning, broke, humiliated, shamed, and they got to come get a big block of government cheese from you like a rat. Like a goddamn rat. That's what you did to us, man, in them churches. Don't ever tell me about God. I know about it. That's why, listen, I told Muhammad this back when we was in Atlanta. I said, I'm no more good because I look at these brothers. I'm supposed to be hard up on, discipline. Y'all get I'm supposed to be, I got to have a card and them do that. Because I look at the brothers now and all I can think is how much I love these cats. How courageous they are. Only thing I could think about is how did they go from being, and I hear they start, I sit down and talk to them. Some of these cats out, you sit down and talk to them, you be like, I need to get up and get away from this. Right? Some of these brothers done did some horrible, horrible things being in the world. Just being caught up in the world. And brother, they ripped it all off of them, came in and became brand new. When you rock this goddamn cover out with pride.
That's right, sir.
You a nigga that left that BS world and all that brainwashing and religious garbage, and you went and started to identify a real nation. That's right. You started to identify the truth. You bypassed all these BS mediators and went straight to the source, which is the records, which is why we don't open churches in the ISUPK. We open classes. I'm going to get up off Muhammad. Look at me like, we ain't going to get a single story. This nigga going to talk all night. Salaki to y'all at home. But that's why we don't open no churches. That's why we open schools. Because in the schools, we educate us. And get all them damn lies up out of here, man. We are the lost 12 tribes of the children of Israel. That's our lost bloodline. And we ain't giving it up for nobody.
That's right.
And every brother and sister that come up in this truth is absolutely gold. He all right. I know how he feels. I'm mad too. He mad, I'm mad. He all right. He good. You understand? These mics pick up right. You know what I mean? They push that in the back. He all right. He good. You know what I mean? He good. I understand how we feel. You know what I mean? It's got to change. And that's why we raising up a righteous army of brothers. And we gonna damn change it. Watch. You watch. Sit up there and keep watching. We're going to change Black and Latino America. And you ain't going to like it if you want to be gay, if you want to be a drug addict, if you want to rob and murder your own people, if you want to scheme and plot and move underhandedly with us, if you want to sleep with another man's woman or be a hoe, you ain't going to like us. But if you sick of this filthy world, and Christ said this is what the king said, get me right. The king said, you denied me before this wicked and evil generation. I deny you before my Father.
That's right. That's right.
So don't tell me I got to like a damn thing about this world. I can deny every bit of this world because it ain't do a damn thing for me and my people. Not a thing for us. So I don't have to accept it. And I'm not going to accept it. Because you failed us. And now we're going to do the thing right. And that's why the 53rd annual Passover was so right.
That's right, General.
Was so right to see all them thousands of people wake up to the truth, man, and see the path forward. And we coming out the world. We got issues and problems. We got issues. We're going to have issues and problems until Christ comes. But boy, look at the effort we making to do something real that actually works. You go to church, the church, 80% women, 20% men. Out of the 20% men, you got 13% gay. 5 niggas sitting in a full giant ass church. 5 straight niggas in a church with thousands of people. You got 5 straight niggas. You understand? You got 50,000 mean ass, lonely ass black women who was so goddamn mean in their life that don't nobody want them. And sodomites running around, prancing, running the whole set, trying to be you. If that ain't sick in itself. Hebrew Academy, I.S.U.P.K. 53rd annual Passover was wonderful. Couple of shout outs. First of all, I want to give a big shout out and a big thank you to all the brothers that purchased that Elite Precision 110 chambered in 308. I done went and did the research on it already. Listen, I got to hide the credit card from myself, and I'm ready to get all the accessories already. I'm looking at scopes and everything. Big shout out to y'all. I want to tell y'all how much I appreciate that, man. You know what I mean? And also, big shout out to all the brothers that went out, because matter of fact, I think Northeast got that weapon too. Y'all got that up here, right? Come, Most High in Christ. So big shout out to y'all. I appreciated it, y'all. Man, I got to go up Alaska and shoot a moose or something. Do something with it. Shock y'all. You're gonna be like, what is he doing up there? Big shout out. I appreciate it. Also, too, big shout out to brothers that bought that amazing crossbow. I haven't even been able to get into it. That was an amazing crossbow too. And big, what's our brother's name from Ephraim that made that amazing shield? Among Bar. Big shout out to Among Bar. And congratulations on his new marriage too, Among Bar, on your new marriage, man. So Thawada that, and Thawada also, man, for the brothers for the plaque with the general, bringing the body together. That was beautiful, man. Excuse me. water for that as well. And all the other gifts, man, that you brothers gave us, man. We appreciate it. We know brothers always want to do that. Once again, you don't never have to get us a gift. The gift we got was you coming into the truth. That's all the gift we need. But we appreciate the other gifts as well, and the water for that. But most importantly, man, is you coming in this truth and standing up for the Most High. We did without before you got here. We'll do without if we have to. You coming in the truth is the biggest and the greatest gift we could ever have. And we super thankful for that, along with everything else, too. I just want to say the water. You know, man. Go ahead. You was going to say something, General, please.
If I could give a shout out, General.
Please.
You mentioned it briefly, the Feast of Unleavened Bread, but another shout out to yourself, General Mahyman, and Sister Halba, who's in the school tonight. How they held it down in a little food store in New York, man, when Satan was attacking the school and trying to destroy the school and erase the name of UPK and all that it built from the beginning. GEN.YAHANNA, General Mahyman held it down in that store, held the truth, held the spirit of Christ in there. Sister Halba making the unleavened bread. They was the only ones celebrating the unleavened bread and the Passover at that time, holding it down, in the spirit of the Most High Christ. And, of course, at that time, I was back in Philly going through a whole depression. Fighting with a whole depression you wouldn't believe. I tell you a story. I don't even talk about it. But, it was a beautiful thing how the Lord sent y'all back, to come on and scoop me the hell up, you know what I'm saying, and bring me in, and then eventually, Highs and the brothers. But, just to show you, just looking at that Passover, how far we didn't come, you understand, from these two brothers and a sister holding it down in New York, while the UPK trying to be destroyed. And because of y'all love for the brotherhood, like you just said, like you still got the same love. And that's the love I always heard about from you, young man in the truth. Before Satan attack, I heard GEN.YAHANNA is the master of brotherhood, man. Brotherhood, brothers that was going through things in the school. My higher ups, generals, used to say, voice to me while I'm on Shamar, everything will be all right when GEN.YAHANNA get back. Everything will be all right. I know things look bad now. They said to me when I don't even fully understand all the bad things that's going on. I'm so young, you understand. But I know I'm feeling the love they got for you, and they know that when you come back, you enforce that love and you get rid of all the BS. I understood that much about you before I even met you. So when things went bad and the place changed, it was like everything I love is different now. What's going on? I ain't understand it. And then y'all came back. I start, hanging with y'all. We going over different things. And then eventually I grew and of course I asked questions. I used to ask you a million questions, brother. You on that floor in DC.
You asked a question that nobody asked.
Oh, most I ain't correct.
You just simply said, "Did you do it?" Man. And let me say this: if anybody, I'm say this, I don't care if you a trooper, whoever it is, if somebody tell you something negative about me, come ask me. If I did it, I'm gonna tell you I did it straight up, and because I done made tons of mistakes too. You understand? If they tell you I pulled my gat on somebody or something, it might be true, okay? I was growing too hard, you know what I'm saying, before I got with you good brothers. But if it's a lie, I'm going to tell you it's a lie too. And we don't need no lies going on here. And if I could, General Mahyman, big shout out to you because damn right, because that was the question I was waiting to be asked. The question, right or wrong, that was the question I was waiting to be asked was, yo, did you do what they said that you did? And you was the only brother. Am I lying, General? You the only brother that came and said, yo, did you do it? And it was like something broke. It was like boom, because it was like finally somebody at least asked. Did this happen? Did it go down? And I'm going to put it to bed. We're going to put it behind us, you know what I'm saying? Right. But it needed to be remembered because of, how we built through the grace and mercy of the Most High is how we going to continue to build by putting Yahweh first. Right. Then Haas came in and so many other generals came in, Ward all the way. This body and brotherhood had to be forged in fire, man. And it was. And it will continue to be. And that's why we ain't got to bend, if I could, yes, and that's why we ain't got to bend to no BS church. Just because a nigga put on a suit and got a big ass building and music playing, it don't mean he on God. Don't mean he handling God's business.
Right.
Y'all act like he got a suit on and a diamond ring in a church, and he a man of God. He all clean, so he must be a man of God. Damn, that be any kind of they catching cats all the time, running scams on the elderly in their church, stealing their mortgages and homes, running what's that thing where they getting that government money for employees? PP, whatever. They running them loans all day, every day. They just caught somebody with, what was it, like 100 million or something? What was that? Some old ridiculous $14-15 million. They were stealing in them PPE loans. Caught their ass, sent them to jail. So they catching that all the time. I ain't fooled by that no more. And I ain't fooled by it because we now got the breakdown of the scriptures. That's right. Our eyes are open. You can't fool a Negro that done already studied it already. You can't fool no more. So you ain't gonna fool us no more. And so we on the march, man. So that Passover was absolutely amazing. We gonna top it next year, y'all. Damn right, damn right. So please.
Let me say something to you, right, sir? And what you've done and what you played. Maroc, can you cue that video up that Captain Mashak sent you? And also, can you have a volume play on that video so everybody can hear the sound?
One thing with that,
you can't.
I don't want to chance it. So
okay, all right, don't sweat.
Play it at the end.
Yeah,
y'all look for it at the end. I don't want to chance it while it's technical.
General, that video that we got, we showed from the Hebrew Academy, and the brothers come out there. And what I learned in the world of growing up was that Esau take all our young brothers out the ghetto, they put them in the military. There's one reason. I learned this in the Esau military. They want us in the military because of how we was raised in the ghetto. You are primed for combat because of the way you raised in the ghetto in the hood. You already raised the hardship and hard times. So coming to the military, you already formulated to be able to take orders, to deal with hardship, to live outside in the woods with limited supplies. You conditioned to that. So what they do, they put you in the military, they put you in training the way they want you to be because you're already conditioned to it. They got a thing to where they know that the 12 tribes are natural warriors, but they got to be led by Edomite. Has to be done that way. Or somebody raised in the Edomite system. That's the whole U.S. military right there. Without us, they wouldn't have none. And what I saw at this Hebrew Academy graduation, the way them brothers marched out of there behind that smoke, the determination they had on their face, it gave me so much love and hope for the 12 tribes and that. And what you did for us is that you gave us back our manhood, and we didn't have to go nowhere else for it. We went home for it. You understand? You know how I feel good to come home for what you're looking for? Something you're missing out of life? We came home for it. You ain't had to go to nobody else. We ain't got to go to Moab or Esau or Ammon or the East Indians. Nobody for it. We came home for it.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? And I saw the look on their face when they came out marching. The look was like, we here now. They ain't like, any problem we got going on, where's it at? We gonna deal with it. Like what? Where it at? We gonna deal with it. That's what I saw them brothers and sir. For what you did, standing on the truth is why we got all that right there. And let me tell you something, we gonna build more on what you gave us. Like you gave us the blueprint through the Spirit of Christ on how to build this nation, and we building it. It's in front of the face. You can't deny it. When that video come out and you see that trailer and the way they march and the look on our brother's face.
They got the smoke.
Oh, Joe, they got the smoke.
So
they got the smoke. The look on their face was like, I finally done something that I can be proud of for my people and be guided from each other and keeping it with each other.
Damn right. Damn right. Like, and we adding more and more parts to it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get up off of it. General Muhammad bringing in that counseling. You understand? He getting so overloaded, I'm starting to take on people and counsel them too. It's so much overload with brothers and sisters, so much damage. Like damn near everybody's suffering from PTSD. If you black or Latino in America, you suffering from PTSD pretty much just right or wrong. You know what I mean? Or you suffering from some manic depression or some, behavioral disorder that you don't even, you done been crushed under in this place to have to deal with. So thanks be to our King, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, who is giving us the parts to this puzzle. was putting us back together in this time, especially when they about to go kill themselves with them damn nuclear weapons. We're going to go on and do the will of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So I said, I'm getting up off it, y'all. I know y'all they still with us, Maroc. We ain't run them out of here, did we? Let's get it on. Let's go and get into these stories. Let's talk about Mike Tyson. You understand? Where we at?
Khan. Man punched by Mike Tyson for alleged harassment has long rap sheet state record show.
Go ahead.
Khan. The man Mike Tyson was filmed striking on an airplane has criminal convictions going back to 2008, according to Florida state records. Says Melvin Thompson III has been convicted of fraud, grand larceny, theft, burglary, possession of controlled substances, and trafficking in stolen property.
And Mike Tyson even brought out, that's another example. Mike Tyson brought out in several movies and tapes how he, as a kid, grew up, was not a criminal as a child. But because of the hell he was in down there in Brooklyn, because of the problems that went on with his father, problems that went on with his mother, he damn near had to raise himself. Ended up in the street and learning how to become a criminal. And learning how to become a criminal, like anything in life, you teach a child something from young, they'll learn how to do that and be that, regardless of the consequences. He said if it wasn't, and I don't give this Edomite no real credit, if it wasn't for Cus D'Amato, he probably would be in prison for life or dead. But Cus D'Amato saw that he could fight and decided to take him under his wing. But make no mistake, that Edomite took him under his wing because he knew the potential. Mike Tyson made his family rich. Okay, he was at the end of his career. He had the ability to train a man, but he hadn't gotten a real champion until he got Mike Tyson. Then he trained Mike Tyson and put that spirit in Mike Tyson, and then Mike Tyson became that kind of guy. He was already caught up into the criminal world. He halfway got away from it and still couldn't get away from it. Show you how damaged we are as a people. Don't tell me what we do. Listen, we coming across Mike Tyson's every day on every street corner, right or wrong. We seeing the Mike Tysons before they become incarcerated and heavyweight champion. We seeing that every day. And I don't see nobody out there every day trying to fix what they done been through. I don't see nobody trying to say, these brothers is worth fixing it. And I don't see nobody succeeding at it. Except the I.S.U.P.K. Worldwide now. Worldwide. You understand? Like while everybody, like this piece of garbage Edomite, while he gawking at Mike Tyson, while he trying to take selfies with Mike Tyson, while he in his ear disrespecting Mike Tyson with his psycho Edomite ass. What about what Mike Tyson went through as a kid? And then what about all the brothers? There is thousands and thousands of these Mike Tysons. 2 million brothers in prison. 2 million. You know how many men is in the United States military? 1 million. There's 1 million people in the United States military. 2 million in prison. Do that make any sense? You got twice the size of the army of the United States of America, but they all in prison. Destroyed like Mike Tyson was destroyed, with nobody understanding and knowing how to get them back. I'm about to be an animal in these streets. I'm about to be an animal in these streets. I'm going to be like a dog with a bone because I done figured out what needs to be done, and I don't see you churches doing it. I turned on the Facebook the other day. Somebody sent me a tape with some African preacher putting black women in a tub. Did y'all see that? Making them get naked in front of the congregation and putting them in the bathtub. Y'all saw that? Y'all saw that? It was disgusting, man. They had another one. Y'all know about the famous one where that old preacher laid them black men down on the ground and jumped and humped on each of their behinds. Y'all saw that one. I know y'all saw that. Y'all saw that? You should laugh at it because it's insane. And black people taking this thing serious. Like black people looking at that like, this is a man of God. You better hope Christ don't come back. But brother, my sword is sharp. And I'm going right over there to, like, if Christ come back tonight, I'm going right to Walmart. Walmart got bins for $5.99. I'm buying out everything. Give me all the bins. Get a truck. And I'm gonna be filling bins with heads. Now just straight up. I ain't doing it now. I ain't breaking no law. Christ come back. Not now. Christ come back. I'm filling bins up with heads. Because some of you is just too goddamn evil. And that's what's going on. Come on, man. So nobody look at that side of Mike Tyson. We look at it. Been looking at it. You was gonna say something, John?
They have the video. If
you got the video, please. Let's get it. Oh, wait a minute. No, let's not even mess with the video. We're gonna pass on. We ain't gonna be that much longer. Another 15 minutes, 20 minutes, we done. Go ahead, y'all. Yes, please. Please.
Now, this past, around the Passover, sir, Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union shared a Easter photo. Now, if I can explain this, sir, Dwayne Wade's son, Zion Wade, who's going by Zion now, was, pictured with this little white girl who thinks she's a white boy. Both of them identify as transgender. Pictures coming up now, sir. And Israel went into an outrage over this, about how hypersexualized, the kids are, on how Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union were comfortable at even posting this on their Twitter and not expecting any backlash.
Let me tell you something, Mark. If I should let you read something because my head about to pop off.
That's a girl. I didn't even know until today.
It's still the most disgustingest thing on the face of God's green. Go ahead, y'all. Listen, I'm turning.
The Dwayne Wade.
I'm about to lose my damn mind.
I think is trying to be a girl. Is that? Do they call that a transgender girl or woman?
He identifies as a trans girl. The little devil girl is identifying as a trans boy.
Okay, so the thing they want to be is
the thing. There you go. How old is that brother?
He is 13 now.
I mean, at 13, they don't a 13-year-old heterosexual child is not encouraged to have sex.
Exactly.
If you're 13 and normal in your mind.
Exactly.
The transgender children, they're encouraged to have sex.
Exactly.
Encouraged to be sexual.
Exactly. I'm trying to let you read it.
I think that's
before I lose my mind. Yeah, man. Let me tell you something, Mark. Let me tell you something. Get your goddamn children out these churches, man. Go get your babies out the goddamn church. This is insanity right here. This cat, it is a female, so they heterosexual. But they playing reverse roles. So that means they're having sex, some form of sex, where a female is acting like a man, which is further instilling a homosexuality in the man, in the boy. The boy is playing a girl. So he's being pressed into some disgusting psychological, malfeasant attitude against his own normal sexuality. And them two parents, you are two rotten pieces of garbage. I pray God show the world. I pray God use you to show the world that he is displeased with the evil that you do. I pray he show the world with you. You understand? I understand why God opened up the Red Sea and drowned the Egyptian army. Like he opened up that Red Sea and drowned that Egyptian army because you are a disgusting bunch of people in this empire. You in this empire upholding mad evil against our babies and pressing it using your wealth to press it in social media to change the course of the way our babies raise up. You are foul as you could be. Get your babies out of them churches, man. You understand? That is right there is disgusting as it could possibly be. And listen, and what's worse is the way this cat is a ball player, right? What's worse is the attitude that he's taking towards. He's trying to normalize it. He's probably getting paid millions of dollars behind the table to push this agenda. You understand? To vex our spirits out of what we normally would be. Once again, you ain't in no free society. You dumb and stupid if you think that. You think you free? You free to do whatever your slave master wants you to do. If he decides he wants you to be gay, then you're going to have tons of gay people. If he decides he wants the people to be lesbians, you're going to see tons of lesbians. If he decides he want to sexualize your children, you'll see tons of that. Now, right now, everybody is against child molestation. Right or wrong? Child molestation is illegal. Everybody's against it. Give him a little time. Watch. Watch when the slave master decide, you know what? I want to be able to have sex with your babies. I've already turned boys into girls and girls into boys and boys with boys. So why not allow grown men to have sex with your children too? And then they'll pass laws and they'll say, oh, you're being racist against child molesters. Or you're, what they call it? Homophobic. Yeah. Or you're this or you're that. You're not letting people be free. Because we fought to be free don't mean every demon in hell is supposed to be free. How dumb and stupid can we be? Right. Just because we fought to get free from this animal, it means everybody got to do whatever they want to do. Do that make any sense? That's not how you build a nation. You want proof? You want proof? Go look at the so-called Jew. He was in Nazi concentration camps in the 40s. United States went over there and bombed Germany into the Stone Age. They bombed Germany into the Stone Age, and Germany had to let them so-called Jews get free. Them so-called Jews went and set the state of Israel. What's the first damn thing they did? What they do, you die?
After they set up the state of Israel, they went after every so-called, Nazi that did any harm to them.
And they also put every Palestinian in a concentration camp. They just got out of concentration camp and put the Palestinians in a concentration camp and went after every damn German that ever. They still chasing Nazis, making movies about it. Well, how in the hell you figure, because you supposedly got free with the Emancipation of Proclamation and this other stupid document, what's it called? Civil rights document. You think that means everybody's supposed to be free now. So you're going to see what the devil's freedom means. The devil's freedom means he's going to have sex with your children. And he's going to pass laws to make sure you can't say nothing about it. Democracy is dumb in itself. That's why we need Christ to return. Yeah. Because democracy is dumb in itself. Because what good is democracy if you have all the power to influence everybody in the goddamn democracy? So how is it fair if you got TVs and broadcast studios and power over everything, and then we all free to be whatever we want to be, but your voice louder than everybody else's. They said Elon Musk is about to buy Twitter for $44 billion. There are billions of people on Twitter right now. That means his voice become bigger than anybody else's voice. Now, how you gonna say it's a democracy? You dumb and stupid as you could be. This place is ruled by the rich and the powerful, and they dictating what they want. And they want to molest your child. They tired of seeing you have a traditional family. They tired of you black men being in charge of your family, having authority over your wife and kid. They want your woman naked on the internet. Right. And without a good husband, in many cases, she's so dumb, she gonna put her naked ass on the internet, which you can't never get down. Right. The hell you think he made that thing he called the cloud? That cloud keeps a picture forever. When they run out of space, they build another storage container. Your naked ass would be up there for 1,000 years if this kingdom had enough time. Some old nasty white man will be looking at your naked ass 100 years from now. Oh, that's what they look like. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling the truth about it. It'll be hell. The hell is wrong with you? And that disgusting rat nigga you call a preacher ain't never showed you and helped you that.
Right.
We ain't never supposed to do that, man. And they gonna do it to our children. That's why this piece of garbage getting paid, him and that old dyke he married to, the two of them teaching this boy, you know, messing this boy up. And not just them, that old disgusting Jada Pickett as well. That old child molesting, disgusting deviant. And that's why it's a problem for you, because anything that flash in front of our faces, we look at it as gold. Entertainers, sports figures, rappers, somebody flash something in front of your face, you just caught up in the game. And Jada Pinkett is a monster, and Will probably too. Kissing on men and all that. God knows what they doing behind closed doors. Try to kiss his own son on the goddamn Ellen DeGeneres show. Now the nigga walking around, I heard he on some magazine, he woman of the year or something. Nigga 14, 15. Am I lying? He woman of the year. Come on, you die. Give it to me.
Good. He in his 20s. At the last Grammy, sir, he stood up and said, Tyler, the Creator, is my boyfriend.
Who is he? That's that old sodomite rapper.
Conor Another
that wears all that fancy clothes.
Conor
Another horrible propaganda against. Like, don't you love your sons? Don't you love them? Don't you want to see them be strong? Don't you want to see them become haven't you had enough years of them dying and being incarcerated? You like driving up on that bus for 2 hours to the jail. You like that. You like being stripped while you got to go in there to visit your kid behind a cave. You think that's normal, don't you? It ain't normal, man. That ain't normal. That ain't how life was supposed to be. God didn't put an amazing brain inside your simple behind for you to live this life. He ain't that dumb. He did this so that you could have an amazing life. Christ said, I came to give them life more abundantly. And that don't just mean money. That means in every righteous way.
Right.
Don't you love your daughters, man? Don't you look at that young daughter, that little toddler, that baby, and say to yourself, I must do everything I can to protect her from being damaged and harmed and abused and turned out and destroyed. Or maybe you just don't love them. And let me tell you something, man. Nobody can get away with anything against a nation of people unless that nation accepts it.
That's right, sir.
Unless you accept it, they can never get away with it. You don't have to have none of these immoral things that turn God against us.
That's right.
You don't have to. You can just decide we ain't doing it. Listen, before they pushed 2008, rewind the clock, before they pushed the homosexual agenda in the black community, they did a survey. I talk about this all the time. They did a survey, and they went through every ethnic group in the United States. And out of every single ethnic group, there was one ethnic group that out of all the ethnic groups that were the most against the homosexual lifestyle, that was black people. That was black people. Now, is it a wonder that you turn it on the damn TV every day and they shoveling this lifestyle down your throat? Can't you put 2 and 2? Can't you multiply 2 plus 2, dumb, stupid preacher? Can't you multiply that and maybe save somebody's damn life? Save these babies, man. Save these babies so we don't have to shoot and kill them in these streets with machine guns. Can you give a goddamn about something? Is there any self-worth in you? That our babies don't have to die? That we don't have to watch another generation wiped out. Y'all better not let me get loose on this place. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now, you better not let me get loose in this place. Because if Christ ain't hold us back, I'd be a killing us bloodiest nigga you ever met. I'd be turning up the blood in this place like crazy because of the evil that we allow to go on.
Yeah.
Don't have to be like this. We don't have to pass the weekend and wake up Monday morning and hear about 90 shootings in Chicago. We don't have to do that. Meanwhile, you preachers sitting in the biggest churches in Chicago for 50 years. You in the biggest mosque in Chicago for 50 years. You ain't worked with nobody. You ain't got on the street. You ain't stopped nobody's life from dying.
Right.
But you seem to still keep getting richer. You seem to still get the new Rolls Royce. You seem to still get the new yacht. For some reason, you seem to still be able to prosper. Matter of fact, you telling all us we need to prosper. While you robbing us and not putting in, listen, let me tell you something. I understand why Christ said that those that were bidden would not come to the supper. Because the worst thing you could do to a people that's in such hell, in poverty, destroyed, in such a horrible condition, the worst thing you could do is not give them the tools they need to survive. Yeah. Instead, to prey on them and make their hope in giving you money. Y'all have hope in giving, make me rich, get me a Rolls Royce. Y'all could do it too. And gassing them up. You a horrible monster. And that's why Christ said what he said. You're going to be the least in the kingdom of heaven. You're going to be, remember now, the kingdom of heaven is forever and ever and ever and ever. Your son going to be what you was. Your daughter going to be what your wife was. Forever and ever and ever. So if you sweeping the streets in the kingdom, 1,000 years in the kingdom, your great-great-great-great-grandson going to be a goddamn street sweeper. And everybody going to know why. Why the Johnson's family is the street sweeper? Because when we was in the other side of the world, they was the preachers. They was the ones in power and was the ones that was great. You die. I don't think I got time for you no more. I done ran and hogged up your whole show. I ain't got to come back and get on them stories on Wednesday, man, because we done hit the 11 o'clock already. Let's get ready to get on up out of here then, man. All right. So why do y'all for joining us, man? ISUPK.com. Marah, see if you can play the video once we come up off there. Join us every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday night, 9 p.m. We do it up live on the blackwatch.news channel. Support this truth. Go to ISUPK.com. Keep us in play. Keep me raising up soldiers, man, so I can do the work of the Lord worldwide like we doing it, man. Let's change the face of Black and Latino America. I'll see y'all next time live on the UPK, y'all. Shalom.
No,
we was all